Hello friends, this is Dr. Ritvi. Welcome to our channel Homoeopathy, the Healing Power. Friends, unbearable and extremes of heat waves produces dehydration, heat exhaustion, prickly heat, dullness and dizziness due to excessive heat of sun and sun headache. These are the most common symptoms that we see them in our day-to-day practice. Friends, on our channel, we have made a video on summer complaints and their homeopathic treatment in part 1 and in part 2. If you have not watched this video till now, then please watch it out. Friends, similarly, in today's video, we are going to study homeopathic medicine, Gelsemium, one of the most effective medicine for the symptoms which are produced because of heat of sun. Gelsemium is one of the acute medicine, so it is even used in variety of other clinical conditions. So friends, let's study in detail about Gelsemium, its use in summer season, and also let's see the other clinical condition where it can be prescribed. But before that, if you are new to our channel and if you have not subscribed our channel till now, then subscribe the channel, press the bell icon and select option all so that you will be get notified whenever a new video is uploaded from Homeopathy, the Healing Power. Like this video and share this video among homeopathic students and new practitioners. So let's get started. Gelsemium. Friends, Gelsemium is prepared from yellow jasmine. It belongs to the family Loganiaceae and this medicine is proved by Dr. Hell. Friends, Gelsemium acts on spinal cord, on brain. It is also seen that the Gelsemium acts on occiput, on neck and on motor nerves. Action of Gelsemium is also seen on eyelids and eye vision. Gelsemium also acts on mucous membrane and the special action is seen in the reproductive organs and on blood. Friends, as we have seen that Gelsemium acts on brain, on spinal cord, on occiput region, on motor nerves, both voluntary and involuntary nerves. So, by acting on all of these organs, Gelsemium produces a general state of paralysis. Now friends, this paralysis is nothing but a partial paralysis. Paralysis means a muscular weakness which is caused because of diseases in the nerves. So this general paralysis is seen both mental and physical. Later this paralysis is followed by cutaneous anesthesia. Now the mind is sluggish, stupefied. The whole muscular system of Gelsemium patient is relaxed. The head and the limbs are felt very much heavy by the patient because of this paralysis of motor nerves. Friends, as we have seen that Gelsemium also acts on eyes and on vision. So this similar action is seen on eyes and here symptoms of ptosis and diplopia are seen. Now the state is like the muscles refuses to obey the order of the will. That means if a patient wants to move his limbs but the muscles will not obey the order given by the mind because here the nerves are in diseased state. So this is nothing but the functional paralysis. As well as friends, along with this sluggishness and with this dullness, tremors are also seen in the affected part. In fact, dullness, dizziness and tremors, all of these are the most important keynote of Gelsemium. Without this, the Gelsemium patient is incomplete. So later, all of this process ends up in total paralysis. Now friends, let's see the origin of symptoms. Symptoms in Gelsemium are produced because of fear, because of fright, because of exciting and bad news. Depressing emotions also produces symptoms in Gelsemium. Sun and sun exposure, thunderstorm, damp weather also produces symptoms in Gelsemium. Warm weather, cold, alcohol and self-abuse are also responsible to produce symptoms in Gelsemium. Because Gelsemium is one of the acute remedy, so constitution of this remedy is not so important. This patient have nervous and hysterical temperament. Friends, now one by one, let's see the keynote symptoms of Gelsemium. In Gelsemium, friends, you will see that there is dullness, dizziness and drowsiness. Severe prostration and languor is seen in patient. This dullness, dizziness and drowsiness runs from head to toe in Gelsemium patient. Friends, along with this, we will see a general state of paralysis. This paralysis, when continues, produces functional paralysis. There is a paralysis of various groups of muscles. There is a paralysis of eyes muscles, there is a paralysis of throat, there is a paralysis of extremities and so on. The entire muscular system loses its power. The entire muscular system does not contract by the will of the patient. The next important keynote symptom of Gelsemium is tremors. There are tremors seen in various parts of the body along with dullness and dizziness. Tremors are seen in hands, tremors are seen in tongue, in legs and in entire body. Also friends, tremors are seen along with other clinical conditions like tremors are seen in fever, in convulsions, in hysteria, in epilepsy, in apoplexy and in various other nervous disorders. So Gelsemium here works very nicely. Gelsemium is highly indicated in these cases whenever there is tremors seen in fever, whenever there are nervous disorders seen in patient and along with that there is a tremor of certain group of muscle. At that point Gelsemium is highly indicated and when given to patient gives wonderful results. Gelsemium is one of the most important remedy where the troubles are brought because of excessive fear. Patient here suffers from excessive nervousness and great fear before appearing to public. So whenever the patient has to go out, has to appear in front of public, have to talk to people, or we can say students going before their examination, they all suffer from severe headache or sudden diarrhea, which is brought because of excessive fear. That is why friend, Gelsemium is highly indicated medicine for examination funk seen in students, where students suffer from sudden diarrhea just before their paper because of severe fear. That is why friends, this medicine is also indicated for singers and for public speakers who may also suffer from this fearful condition. Sudden bad news, exciting news, fear and excessive anger brings complaint in Gelsemium. That is why this medicine is highly indicated for all sorts of complaints which come upon by hearing any bad news or by any exciting news. Gelsemium patients have a very typical mind. They have very depressed mood. They does not want to talk to anyone. Patient here feels to be quiet and to be left alone. Patient does not want to speak or to have anyone near to them. There is great mood swings and nervousness seen in patient. In some cases, it is also seen that the patient finds very difficulty in capacity to think or to fix their mind or to fix their attention at any one place. Great mental dullness and sluggishness is also seen in Gelsemium patient. Friends, now let's see the clinical conditions where Gelsemium is highly prescribed. Starting first with the well-known occipital headache of Gelsemium. In Gelsemium, we see the headache, and this headache is caused because of heat of summer and because of sudden fright and fear. The headache is especially seen in the occipital region. The headache begins on occiput region, spreads all over the head, and lastly it settles over forehead and over eyes. Along with the headache, patient suffers from dimness of vision and blurred vision. Friends, this is the most important keynote symptom of Gelsemium, that along with the headache, the patient will complain of blurred vision. This headache gets aggravated by heat of sun and again exposure to heat waves. This headache gets ameliorated by heart pressure, by lying down and after profuse urination. Friends, this is also the most important PQRS symptom of Gelsemium, that the headache is relieved after profuse urination. Along with the headache, there is dullness, dizziness and trembling seen. Gelsemium is also a very good remedy for the headaches which are brought from astigmatism, from diplopia and from paralysis of ocular muscles. That means if there is a fault in eyes or if there is a fault in the vision, and due to this, if patient suffers from headache, Gelsemium cures these cases. Even Gelsemium is indicated whenever there is a problem with eyes, whenever the patient suffers from ptosis or orbital neuralgia, double vision or any problems related to eyes. Gelsemium here is also indicated in twitching and contraction of ocular muscles. Even it is indicated in paralysis of ocular muscles. Friends, Gelsemium is one of the most important remedy for fevers. Gelsemium here covers all types of fever, that may be typhoidal fever, remnant fever, intermittent fever or eruptive fevers which are seen in children. Gelsemium is also one of the flu remedy because it is even highly indicated in influenza. Here it works wonderfully. Gelsemium is indicated in intermittent fever. Here the patient initially suffers from nervous chills. These chills are felt by the patient from sacrum to the nape of the neck. The chill is so severe that the patient shakes because of the chill, and here the patient wants to be held at one position so that shaking will not aggravate the severe chills. During chill, there is a thirst and profuse urination. This is again the keynote of Gelsemium in fevers. While in heat stage, the patient suffers from no thirst with intense burning sensation felt by the patient. In heat stage, the patient only wants to lie down and sleep because at this stage the patient is very much exhausted, dull and stupefied. Sometimes twitching of one or the other group of the muscles is seen. Especially if these type of fevers are seen in children, then we see that they constantly grab the bed sheets or the attendant around them because of twitching feeling, and also because of sensation of falling. Friends, in Gelsemium, fever is caused because of heat of sun, because of warmth or because of cold. The onset of fever is very slow and gradual. During fever, the patient suffers from dullness, dizziness and severe drowsiness. Severe muscular weakness is seen in this patient, with great heaviness is felt in limbs and in head. Friends, it is also seen that after the fever, there may be the paralysis of various group of muscles. Friends, Gelsemium is one of the most important medicine for influenza as well. In fact, Gelsemium can be used as an prophylactic for influenza. Friends, Gelsemium is also indicated for aphonia. Aphonia means complete loss of voice. But here the cause of aphonia in Gelsemium is unique because there are various reasons for loss of voice. But in Gelsemium, there is aphonia because of paralytic condition of laryngeal muscles. Gelsemium is also one of the good remedy for dysphagia. Dysphagia means difficulty in swallowing, and here this difficulty in swallowing is felt by the patient because of weakness of muscles of agglutination. Friends, Gelsemium is also one of the very good remedy for heart diseases. No matter whatever may be the condition or whatever may be the disease of heart. But friends, if you find this one unique symptom in your patient, Gelsemium will surely cure the case. Here the patient feels that it is very necessary for the patient to keep himself in a movement. Otherwise, the heart's action would stop. That means here patient feels that the patient has to be continue move from one place to another place so that the heart's action would continue. He feels that if he will stop at one place, the heart's action will also stop. Friends, this is the most important PQRS symptom of Gelsemium. And if you find this symptom in any heart diseases, Gelsemium will work here. Gelsemium is also one of the most important remedy for post-diphtheric paralysis. Here the paralysis of muscles of esophagus and muscles of deglutination is seen after the attack of diphtheria. In these cases, Gelsemium works wonderfully. Here patient finds difficulty in swallowing the food. Instead of the food which has to go down, it comes up through the nose. Friends, Gelsemium is also indicated for females. Gelsemium is often indicated for congestive dysmenorrhea, as well as it is also indicated in the most crucial times of females. That is, it is indicated during labor and in threatened abortion. Threatened abortion, which is caused because of sudden depressing emotions, which are caused by fear, fright, anger, hatred, jealousy, or due to sudden exciting or bad news. Gelsemium here can stabilize the disturbed state of mind to the normal one. Gelsemium here is indicated for uterine inertia. Whenever there is a disturbed labor, when the process of labor has stopped because of relaxed state of uterus, when the uterus becomes inert, loses all its tone and elasticity, because of which the uterus is incapable of expelling the fetus. Here in this case, Gelsemium works wonderfully. The uterus feels flabby, everything feels relaxed, the os is open and the bag of water is bulging. But the labor does not progress because of uterine inertia. Now the patient becomes more and more drowsy, the speech becomes thicker, and at this stage the patient may go towards eclamptic fits. Gelsemium, when given at this condition, re-establishes the pain. It improves the contraction and relaxation of uterus at proper time. It progresses the labor and also helps in soothing and fast labor. Friends, Gelsemium is also indicated in those cases where also the labor is not progressed because of rigidity of os. Here Gelsemium, when given, causes smooth dilatation of os and progresses the labor and helps the uterus to expel the fetus naturally. Friends, Gelsemium is again one of the most important remedy for paralysis. It is indicated for paraplegia, also in locomotor ataxia. Friends, here you will see all types of keynotes that we have discussed till now, that is dullness, dizziness, drowsiness and tremors of group of muscles. Along with that, there will be severe weakness and heaviness felt in the head and in the limbs, as well as the muscles will not obey the order of the will, the order given by the patient. There will be incoordination of muscles and confusion state of mind is also seen. Friends, all the complaints in Gelsemium gets aggravated from damp weather, from fog, before thunderstorm, during emotions or due to excitement and bad news, because of tobacco smoking, by thinking of the elements, by thinking of the complaints at 10 a.m. and all the complaints are better by bending forward after profuse urination, in exposure to open air, by continuous motion and by stimulants. Friends, Gelsemium can be compared to ignitia for its gastric affections of cigar makers. It is also compared to Baptisia, Ipecac, Aconite, Belladonna and Simicifuga. So friends, this is in detailed video on Gelsemium. Please leave your valuable feedback and any suggestion in the comments section given below. Like this video and share this video. Subscribe the channel to meet again. Thank you for watching.